Hello, this is Elizabeth Clare Brewington with Discover Brightside, a multimedia video channel. And we are so excited here today to talk to Susan, who is one of the founders of Grand Connections that I'm a member of and I highly recommend. So, Susan, tell me a little bit about yourself and how did you start Grand Connections?
Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. You know about myself. Well, I'm club 50 and above. So I've had a lot of myself, as I think you have too, and a lot of our community. We're a wise group of people. I mean, it's all ages. But I started in marketing. Like marketing was my passion since I was a child. So everything I do is about helping people grow their business. As a kid, it was me with little ventures of my own. Learned to do a lot of marketing for my own little businesses as I grew up. And then I went through marketing in school too. So I have 2 degrees in marketing, taught marketing at the university and a college, and I've had a marketing agency for over 20 years. So I've been in that space for a long, long time, seeing the world go from, not digital to digital and beyond. As this new AI world is coming around now, it's just changing wonderfully for people who are trying to learn and keep up with it. It's very exciting what's going on in the world of marketing. A lot of changes. And then the Grand Connection, you asked about that. It was just a spontaneous idea that came up at the Grand Canyon. So my friend and I, we were hiking at the Grand Canyon. It was March 2020. You can think back at that time, we had gone to go to a conference in Arizona, and it turned out that the world declared a state of emergency all over the place and everything was being canceled. So the canyon was still open. We did some hiking. We were in a state of, wondering where the world is going to go. And most of our clients weren't using digital marketing at all. They weren't doing the online stuff. And they did little bits of dabbles, but, lots didn't know how to do meetings on Zoom. They weren't doing virtual networking. And the idea came up to start something to support them. And then it just kept growing, and the Grand Connection formed. It became a membership, and people from all over the world came through our doors. And, we continue to grow and learn together, like where you are now.
Wow, that is quite a hike, and coming up with something like this sounds like a great story. It's so nice to talk to someone who also does marketing, and we've seen the changes. Like if you're a Gen Z, then you're in the digital world and the AI world, but we came from a traditional marketing background, so we actually are part of the evolution. So where next? Where do you see yourself going next?
With me or the Grand Connection? You want to talk about the Grand Connection? It's well, let's focus on the Grand Connection.
Yes.
It's continuing to grow. The Grand Connection has been an evolution of the members. So we started off, we ran these we called them partner events, and we had speaker events. That was the first 2 types of events. And there's lots of different events now. And the partner events were always our way to bring together new people. So we'd partner with other networking groups and bring together, and we call them grand mixers now. And then the speakers, we'd find great speakers who just had great things to share with the community. But what's happened in the community is full of so many wonderful, intelligent people in the community that are experts there, that they started saying, hey, well, we can run some master classes. So we started running master classes. And then speakers have come and said, I'd like to start a group of my own. The first one was the podcast group. So they just said, let's start a group just for podcasters in the community, or people who want to be guests on podcasts, which is a lot of us. And so they started. And then after that, like another group said, I'd like to start a wellness group. And then we started a marketing strategy group started. And then what else come out? There's a speakers group now. And then an authors group started. There's a productivity group. We now have a new social impact group for nonprofits and purposeful led communities and businesses. And there's a lot more coming in the pipeline. And that's been just growing organically based on the people in the community. So I guess that's kind of the growth, but we're also focusing a lot more on really building deeper relationships and becoming strategic alliances for each other. So that comes in, we have our grand ask and our grand intro that we're doing in more and more of the meetings, and everybody gets to know each other better. So it just grows from from the ideas that people have. And of course, AI is coming into everything.
Yeah, it's a lot that you guys do. I enjoy them too. I think I've been for most of the groups, and they're very, each one is so different, and you meet different people, every time you come on, which is amazing. Especially for business owners, it's a great way to make connections. So we always ask what's on the bright side, because our name is Brightside. So what are some of the highs and the lows? So we could begin with, what are the challenges you face today, and what's the best part of Grand Connections that you enjoy the most?
The bright side, I love meeting new people. I mean, it's just so cool. You can meet people all over the world. When I had some travels, I was in London and I got to meet 4 or 5 Grand Connection members that live in the area, and we all get together for a meetup. I have a meetup coming up in person in Vancouver because some members are coming through Vancouver, because we tend to summer, people come here in the summer. So I'm doing that. So meeting people in other places, Australia, I met so many members in Australia. Oh my gosh, like everybody in Australia knows each other. It's so cool. It was just
That's
this
true.
fabulous connection of people, and they were also networked together, and everybody knew everybody as in the networking world over there. So that was really cool. I had several meetups in Australia. And so you got the meeting new people and then learning new skills. I mean, we're always learning together, and the speakers come in, the members, the members who are running their own groups, they do little training sessions, and I'm always learning the latest tools or strategies and motivating each other too. So that works well.
So what's your go-to? Like, when you have a challenging day, and what's your go-to?
It's my yoga. So
Yeah.
I've had a yoga practice for a long, long time. I always, I have certain mantras that I'll sort of say, just getting centered. A lot of time, just stopping and breathing. So that would, get you back in track when things aren't, everything doesn't always go perfectly.
Yeah.
I had some tech issues earlier this morning. It's a little bit frustrating. Some stuff wasn't working right, and it got me off track first thing in the morning, and then everything else sort of was falling behind. And I had to actually go outside, and just before this, I took a little break in the sun for just 10 minutes. I had a little, drink of water and calmed down. I breathed and said, okay, I want to start fresh and be centered and present for you. So that's kind of the breathing in yoga and taking those mindful moments that we all kind of need to do to bring us back grounded in what we're doing.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You're one of the most hardworking and most resourceful person that I've ever met, because you're doing so many things, and you're featuring so many people. Well, thank you so much for this wonderful interview, and we will try to do it again. So make sure you all head to grandconnections.ca and sign up today. And we'd love to see you on there as well, and discover Brightside. So if you want to just give us a quick commercial on what's coming up at Grand Connections, and then we'll close up.
Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. Well, we have lots of things going on. There's events every week. I think there's 4 different events this week. Every month we try to have a bigger event. August is coming up. The next big event is, we're doing a new format, and it's called the Grand Promo Party. So that would be something fun to check out. It is free and open to anybody. So go to grandconnection.ca. You can just sign up for that. You can also come to other events as a guest. You can come to 2 of any of the groups, or one of our accelerator labs or mini meets. And there's a bottom button called Guest Pass, and you can just go grandconnection.ca, go to the Guest Pass on the bottom right, grab it, come in and join it, and come meet incredible people like yourself, Elizabeth.
And my husband Elton was saying, which part of Canada are you from?
I'm in Vancouver.
Okay, so we were actually because we're doing Empower Global this month, we had an amazing time with Empower America. And the goal is, we've got Brightside Express, which is a virtual transportation system, is to meet in 2 hours to meet people from different parts of the world. And Canada is going to play a big role, because we are members of Grand Connection, and we know we have a lot of Canadians. So we were trying to compare Toronto, Montreal, and then Vancouver. So give us a little bit about Vancouver, and what do you love the most about it?
Well, there's mountains everywhere. and there's an ocean. So you got your two beautiful parts of nature. It's very, very green because we get a lot of rain. If you've been to Seattle, our weather is very similar to Washington State. So we get a lot of rain. It is sunny right now today, so we're all excited. When it is sunny, everybody goes outside because, you know, you don't know how long it's going to last because we do get more rain than the rest of the country. But it's a fabulous place with the mountains. It's a little bit expensive here compared to the rest of Canada. I find that Vancouver and Toronto are the more pricey cities because I guess everybody's living there
Yeah.
and we've had more inflation than some of the other places. But it is a lovely place to visit. And we're here. So if you're coming to Vancouver, reach out to me on LinkedIn and maybe, who knows, maybe there's a meetup going on and you can join in on it.
Yeah, that would be fun. I actually worked in Montreal and Toronto,
Oh, wow.
and I never got to Vancouver, but Montreal, everybody spoke French. And when
Yeah.
I went to Toronto, I was like, oh, now we speak English. So it was
So tu parles français?
I know. Oui, oui.
Oui.
So on that note, I want to say thank you for your valuable time, and we hope to come back and do some more. And we really enjoy being members, and we really enjoy the experience. So thank you so much.
Thank you.